how to say this in a way that doesn't freak people out. Don't do an extracurricular because you think it's gonna look good on a college application. Why do I want to go to this school? I think of 10 drafts of my first essay because I remember breaking down and thinking this is not good enough. Hey guys, it's Janelle and welcome back to the channel and vlog. Today I'm going to be doing a video that I haven't done in well over a year. I'm just going to be talking to you guys about all things college applications, and I know that it's officially college app season. Like, to my seniors out there that are applying to their dream school, just know that I have been in your exact position. I was in your exact position literally 4 years ago, but I am now a senior at Stanford University. I've gotten to talk to a lot of different people here at Stanford about their college applications. We've shared stories about what they think made them stand out, like what their essays were about, what extracurriculars they have. So don't worry, I'm going to get into all of this in this video. So be sure to stay till the very end and learn what I wish I knew before I started applying to college. So I think the number one thing that people always ask me is, what were your stats? What was your transcript like? What was your GPA? I don't know how to say this in a way that doesn't freak people out. Like, someone else's stats and what they have done in high school does not really compare to what you can bring to the table. I know a lot of people can think like a typical Stanford student had like a 5.0 GPA in high school, they took 15 AP classes, great, but someone else could have had such a completely different transcript and also ended up at the same school. Admissions officers will take your entire application under consideration. It's not going to be solely focused on one aspect, and stats is one aspect out of like 8 different parts of your application. Believe me, I know, because I read my Stanford admissions file, and they did comment on a couple things about my stats. If you have done well in school for the past 4 years in high school, if you have taken difficult classes, then, you know, breathe, and hopefully you know that there's so much more that you can bring to the table other than what your GPA is. Okay, moving on to extracurriculars. I always get the question of, what did you do for your extracurriculars? What I will say is a lot of people who are applying now to college are like, what did you do? And can I like still make up for the fact that I haven't done much in 4 years? So if at all possible, you can start your extracurriculars early, the better, because it also shows that you're actually passionate about it. But my number one tip would be, don't do an extracurricular because you think it's gonna look good on a college application. When I was doing extracurriculars in high school, I was doing them because I loved them, because I was passionate about it. College was like in the back of my mind, yes, but I wasn't like, if I do like journalism for 4 years, like, will that look good on an application? Or I would just say that a lot of the times people think that they have to be president of like the chess club, but also like captain of the football team, but also like you have to be like a jack of all trades for some reason. But what I've learned from pretty much everyone that I've talked to about college applications is that really like not the case, and it's not what's gonna make you like stand out as an applicant. Okay, yeah, you did all these things, but what do you care about the most? My extracurriculars genuinely aligned with who I seemed like as a person. Like, don't stress too much, and also please don't compare your extracurriculars to someone else's. You are not the same person. You do not have the same interests. Don't focus on what other people are doing, because they're not the ones that are gonna get you into Stanford. You are, or whatever school that you want to go to, but go Stanford. I'll also say a very important note about college application season is that it is stressful. And I remember having mental breakdowns literally every single day. And as a senior at Stanford, I realized how important it truly is to prioritize your mental health, and just why I'm so happy that BetterHelp will be sponsoring today's video. If you don't know what BetterHelp is a platform where therapists and clients can communicate and get the most out of therapy. It's so easy because all you have to do is fill out a questionnaire and you'll get matched with a therapist in as little as a couple days. Honestly, I wish I found BetterHelp sooner, and if you think you might benefit from therapy, be sure to check out betterhelp.com/JanelleOlsea to receive 10% off your first month of BetterHelp. One thing that I love about BetterHelp is the fact that it's completely online, because my schedule changes all the time, and I'm sure yours does too, so you can take your therapy in whatever way is convenient for you. So again, if you think you might benefit from therapy and want to prioritize your mental health, be sure to check out betterhelp.com/JanelleOlsea ask Janelle Olsea to receive 10% off your first month with BetterHelp. Which brings me to my next topic, and probably the most important topic of all, is the essays. The essays are your time to shine and completely show something that you would never know on paper. A transcript can say one thing, extracurriculars can say another, but what you can say in your own voice, in your own personal statement, is probably the most important part of your application. That's just my opinion. I've not gotten any factual basis on that. Essays were the hardest part of my application season. I remember I went through, I think, 10 drafts of my first essay, just my first one, and then there were like 8 other ones that I had to figure out. Even if writing is not like your favorite cup of tea, I know a couple of people were like, I literally hated writing and I couldn't believe I had to do 10 different essays for Stanford. Like, it's your chance to talk about yourself and tell your story and make people believe in you, because an admissions officer is gonna read thousands and thousands of applications that day. You're the only person that can share your story in your voice and make it most authentic essay that it can be. I wrote a lot about my love for singing and music, but also nearly every college that I applied to, so I think this is the case for almost every college, I think, is the why blank essay. So why Stanford? Why Harvard? Those why essays are so important because they also make you think, why do I want to go to this school? And if you can't answer that question, why are you spending $80 to apply to the school? And you just have to do more research. You have to literally learn anything about the school that you possibly can and like write about what interests you. And I guess to share some pretty common things that I've heard from other Stanford students about their college applications is everyone's was so wildly different. There was not one person where I was like, oh yeah, like I've heard something similar. So there is no specific or direct formula that you can follow to get into your dream school. That's what I think. That's what a lot of people that I've also talked to think. There's so many different factors that go into an application, and the biggest thing is just really be true to who you are. And I cried right before submitting my Stanford application because I remember breaking down and thinking, this is not good enough. I will never get into this school. Why did I bother applying? Why did I spend so much time? Would I waste so much time to just get rejected? Like, that was what was going through my head when I hit the submit button. I just think like you are going to end up where you are meant to end up. Today, the day that I'm filming this, marks 4 years since I got into Stanford, which is so insane to me. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna cry. I watch this video every single year and I cry every single year. See, like that is pure hard work and pure happiness because I knew how hard I worked to get into that school. I'm going to Stanford! Yeah, girl, and you're graduating from Stanford. Oh my God. Everything that I do, I'm gonna feel like Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo in Wicked interviews. Everything I do is for her. Every success I do is for her. And every step I'm gonna take along the way is for her. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are in the same situation and you are applying to your dream school and you are so stressed out, it will all be okay. Just know that I was in the exact same boat and I'm a senior at Stanford and I'm graduating this year. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have any further questions, please leave them down in the comments. And also follow my TikTok because I do a lot more videos there as well. I love you guys, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the post notification bell if you want to be notified every time I upload a new video. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! I cried. You cried? Yes, of course. So I want to give a special shout out to my crew behind the camera, my mom and dad who are here.
Thank you. Thank you, viewers. Thank you, subscribers.
Merry Christmas!